Hello everyone and welcome back to Valhelsia 3. It's been a pretty insane week on the live stream playing this. A lot of fun, a lot of little changes. The courtyard is looking amazing with the basalt. I think we've already kind of covered that in the last few episodes, but we also have this really amazing engineer's toolbox now where we can store a few of our tools. We got a food compartment, we got some wiring compartments, and we have, a compartment for practically anything, which is very nice. I'm really enjoying having my toolbox around, plus it does look pretty cool when you carry it around. I mean, you look professional. You look like you got a purpose, and I'm really happy about that. I do want to do a little bit of stuff out here today, but I'm going to show you guys around real fast. I do think you might not have seen this. I managed to get an everlasting beef dropped after killing some of my cows because I was, hungry and needed some leather or something. Managed to drop everlasting beef. Apparently a very rare drop, and smelting this gives you the eternal steak, which it definitely feels a little powerful of an item. Very nice. I don't really think I want to use it that much, though. We got a lot of amazing food. I went ahead and made some farms. We got, cows. We got pigs. We got sheep. We got all these goodies just sitting out here, ready to be ate and made into delicious food. Not to mention, we have some pretty amazing mods I would love to get into, and we might as well very soon. I mean, look at this. Farmer's Delight, just one of them, as an example, has a really cool method of cooking. Look at this. We got a stove, a cooking pot, you have knives and all that stuff. We even have cooking for blockheads also. There's so much. Pasta with mutton chops, vegetable noodles, steak and potatoes, shepherd's pie. I love shepherd's pie. I love shepherd's pie. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Steak, potato, rice. Super easy. I just got to find some of this stuff is all. We do have a hamburger, a chicken sandwich, an egg sandwich. Look at this. This is like amazing. Wait, what? Hey, where do I get cabbage? Oh, right. We have garden cloches. There's 8 pages. That's not too bad. If there's 8 pages times 3, so 24... 22? No. Maybe? Yeah, 22. So it'd be like 22? Yeah, I think that's right. Okay. I thought I did my math wrong. So anyways, I need to quit sitting around. I need to show you guys what we've been working on so you can see I've been messing around with some ideas. This isn't going to stay. It's just something I was playing around with. Those are chains and one of the lanterns from Immersive. Few things here. I went ahead. I couldn't help myself anymore. I needed to make this. This is just so useful just to have a way to store some power so we can recharge some of the stuff that we currently have going on for us. Let me put that away because I'm used to having that like that. So this guy's pretty easy to make. I'm just going to show you guys the recipe if you guys don't know real fast. We have already made the energy tablets for the windmills. Take some redstone, some iron, and we literally already made a steel casing. So it's like super easy to make. Upgrading this down the line would be beneficial. For now, I'm going to throw a bucket, and I'm not going to worry about it just yet. I did get a bunch of iron because we do need to get a lot of this going. In fact, here's what I'm going to do. Just because I know we're going to need more steel. I have some plans tonight that I want to get some stuff done, but it's not like on this particular episode. It's a little bit later. Last episode, this thing's doing amazing, by the way. I love this thing. This thing is so cool. But anyways, I need to go show you guys what we worked on stream, and you can already see a little bit of it from here. It's right there. Check this out. I'm actually very proud of this. I did this on stream. It is awesome. Look at that. Look at it, YouTube. Look, YouTube, look at it. It's beautiful. So it's passive power. It's there for pretty much just looks. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Honestly, I think what I might end up using this for very soon is making some powered lanterns from immersive engineering. And if powered lanterns still work the way they used to, which I'm assuming they will say in the book, these little guys right here, it prevents mobs spawning from a particular distance away from this when powered. And it does actually provide some light also. I've used them many times in the past, and I figured if we just, run some lines here, and we string those around like the interior hallway, that it might be kind of just amazing. So the way this works is we got 4 sets of water wheels. We have one here, there, wait, hold on, so you guys can see better. We have one here, here, we got one right there, and we also have another right there. And these are all pretty much getting the max amount of power they possibly can, except for this one in the front, because then it just looked kind of weird. So I went ahead and sacrificed a little bit of that because of just looks. So if you come in here real quick, you'll notice that the water not only goes around the top, but also falls through the bottom and goes the other way, making it spin a little bit faster. Then we also have the dynamos here, so I did need to make that. Some of these dynamos, if you guys aren't familiar with this, just show you real fast, which is just some redstone, some iron, copper coils, which is LVs, iron in the center, copper wires easily made because, well, you just need the copper plates, and we can do that indefinitely with our hammer now. And we can also enchant these to be unbreakable also, but I would rather do the metal press, because for the metal press, we can get 2 wires per ingot instead of 1. So a little useful there. Only needed 4 of those guys. Up there is just, it's just a little pond. It's kind of a pain to get up there. It's just a little pond I just cleared out and made the water just kind of flow perfectly on top of, and it just turned out so very well. So here, let me show you a few other things. I'm not gonna sit on this too long today. This is hemp rope, which is pretty much just from immersive, this industrial hemp fiber with some hemp rope coil. These are cable anchors or connectors. Okay, yeah. So I just typed in cable. These are one of my favorite things in immersive. One of the reasons why I love immersive, just because some of the cool things that you can just add in like that. So just some steel rod, and just, it doesn't really do anything. You can walk right through it. It's just there for looks more than anything. But I like it. I might change it eventually. If you guys have some ideas, more than welcome to hear. One of the other things I did do is what we had here was just, just a normal little pond-ish little thing. It was like 1 block deep, and that didn't really serve what I wanted. So I went ahead and expanded it out, deepened it a little bit, and said, why not? Let's go ahead and have this go ahead and connect all the way over to the ocean. Check that out. See? I like it. It's getting dark already. And once I did that, I was like, well, I might need a little bit more. So there was like this little mountain hill here, and I decided to go ahead and continue this along through this little area. So I kept digging. Also, I made some nice things with the seagrass and just connected it up all the way out here. Added in some of these that I found in the world. These are called passion vines, I believe. Yep. These are from a mod called Atmospheric, and I went and just picked up a few of those while I was out exploring one time and just let them grow. So it looks pretty good. I love the way it turned out. This whole area, and this is just awesome. And now I'm not a big fan of these bridges, but I think for smaller little instances like this, Macaw's bridges are pretty interesting. I would also say that there is a bridge from the mod as well, like these powered ones here would be, the rail bridges would be great for minecarts. Like they are definitely made for that, and they look awesome. As far as the mine's concerned, nothing special going on down there, but let's go get started for today, shall we? Let's go ahead and jump in. We're gonna probably, got spiders on the roof again. Gosh darn it. Seriously, I need to set some traps up or something. Getting way too many guys in here. Okay, so we're gonna have a quick sleep. We're gonna go ahead and jump in. Now, what I want to do is something I've been wanting to do for a while, and that is, that's right, we're gonna start with Botania. Now, we've already basically started in Botania a little bit, which is why we have so much living rock. I'm going to go ahead and grab a little bit of living rock. And if you guys have already seen this, I'm going to try to probably speed through this as quickly as possible. There's nothing that I want that badly. But if you put your stone around those pure daisies, which we showed a while ago, you can make yourself some of these guys right here, which is the mana pools. I think I'm just going to go ahead and make 4 of these. And the reason why is because I feel like it. Don't you try that crap with me. All right? I knew he was out there. People have been trying to blow me up this whole time. It's been hilarious. They've actually been trying to murder me. Oh, we already got one. I was going to say, we could just go ahead and quickly also make a Lexica Botania, which is pretty much just any sapling, any tree sapling with a book, and you get yourself the Lexica Botania. Now, I don't know if I've actually done anything with Botania in a while on YouTube, because I've not been really wanting to touch Botania. I had gotten to a point where I was using and playing Botania so much, and it got boring, because I kept playing it and playing it and playing it, and mod pack after mod pack after mod pack, because it was like either the only one in there, the only mod in there that was like, you know, huge and had a lot of stuff to do, or there was a mod with or pack with a quest book in there that required me to do so. So that is, yeah. I like Botania. I really do. I think Botania has some amazing stuff, some really cute and adorable things, very useful items, and I'm hoping we can actually get a few of those done today. So you'll see a full stack of our wood here. This is going to make us some living wood. I think for the time being, maybe we'll go ahead and set up here in the courtyard some stuff for Botania, because it just kind of makes sense, and some of it looks very nice and all that. So let's see, what do? We got Welcome to Botania, we got the Lexica Botania, we got Mystical Flowers, Petal Apothecary, Pure Daisy, Runic Altar is one of the things I do believe we need to get soonish. I don't think we actually need that right now. Mystical Flowers, we already got that. So you can, this book, if you have no idea how to use Botania, I definitely recommend using the book. If you're not sure really how well, you know, you can go through this and follow this, then I will definitely do my best. So starting off, definitely a couple, oh, this is all, oh, he's got a lock base now? Oh, that might actually be a little bit more fun. And hydrangeas are a lot better to, a lot easier to make. Now, they will eventually die off, if I remember correctly. They decay after around 3 days, making them non-viable for long-term mana production. This font, it kind of bugs me a little bit, but it's not that awful. This guy right here, the Indo Flame, also a really good start, and I think we might actually do this one. I think that's actually a little bit faster, honestly, for power gen, and that's what we're, you know, kind of wanting. The hydrangeas are wonderful, though. They are very nice, super useful, because they're also very easy to make, and eventually I think you can make those to where you don't have to worry about them, you know, doing anything too crazy, like you don't have to keep crafting them all the time. I think there's a way. We'll probably get to that a little bit later. So we need 2 brown. We're going to need a red and light gray. So we're going to make a few Indo Flames real quick. I'm just going to go ahead and do a little speed crafting, if you guys don't mind. I just need to grab a few things real fast. We're going to need some seeds. And we're going to need, hopefully you guys like the speed crafting. I hope that was not, you know, awful. So we're going to grab that. I'm also going to go ahead and grab myself a crafting table. As you can see, I grabbed some gold there. I think we're going to need some of that, if I remember correctly. Also, probably going to need some iron as well. So let me grab some iron. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to craft up maybe 8 of those Indo Flames. So let's get started. And there we go. Have ourselves 8 beautiful and wonderful Endo Flames to generate us some mana, which is what we're looking for. We need the mana to fill up the mana pools, and we get that from generating flora. So there we go. If you guys are wondering, by the way, we took some of these flowers. So, you know, most of these I had 4 of each, and I just ran around in the, you know, area. But pretty much before I started recording, just this whole area is just littered with Botania flowers. You see all these little speckles here, these different colors and everything? Those are all of the Botania flowers. I just ran around, I grabbed 4 of each of the colors that I saw in the area. I think I got most of them. So we pretty much just took 2 of the ones we needed to get petals. And then once you get the petals, you can use bone meal. You put them on the ground like so. So you see the little glimmer there? I'll stand still and get close so you can see it. And that's what happens. You can literally just leave that there if you want. Or if you put bone meal on it, you get the 2 tall flowers that you'll sometimes see in the wild. If you hit these, they won't drop anything unless you hit them with some shears. And then, instead of a regular flower giving you 2, the tall ones will give you 4. So that is what I was doing. And the reason why I kind of cut away there for a second was because I needed to go get some bone meal and stuff. And I needed the flowers, obviously. So there you go. Little tip if you didn't know. And it's a good way to get a lot of dye if you really, really need. So let's grab our crafting table. We're going to go ahead and pop this guy over here and just out of the way for the moment. And let's make us a mana spreader. Okay, I need like literally 1 petal. I might actually make 2. It would probably be beneficial if we made 2. So let's go ahead and make 2 mana spreaders real quick. We'll do 4 Endo Flames per mana spreader, because what can end up happening if you do this in such a way, and we can automate this as well. I don't know if I'm going to automate it right now, just because I'm not really in the need for really automating it, in my opinion, right now. So we'll put 4 right here, like so. Plus, we got the mana pool. We got 3 right here, and we can actually fill these up. Eventually, we can fill them all up. We can shoot from one mana pool with a mana spreader to another one if we really wanted to. But we could probably also make... Some of this looks new. I think it's maybe just like new looking stuff. Like it just... Maybe different textures and stuff. But anyways, we can fill up things like a mana tablet or something. So for now, let's go grab some coal. I guess we can use coal, or we can also use charcoal. I don't guess it really doesn't matter. We could probably also use coal coke. Since I'm not going to be using this to make much else, we will need this later on for maybe one other thing. Some HOP graphite eventually. But for now, because we're still making more, I don't see any reason why we just can't toss some over here. There you go, those 4. Oh, it looks like one of those took on the other side. There we go. So now they're all lit up for a few minutes. For however long it takes for them to burn through one piece of coal coke, which I believe it is based on the time. I don't know if it really shows. So like the smelt 16 items, it basically has like a burn time. I think these do the same thing. So there we go. We're generating mana very easily, very quickly. Now we're going to need one more thing. We're going to need a Wand of the Forest. So I'm just going to go ahead and type that in. We're going to need a Wand of the Forest, which is pretty much, you can make this and customize this in a sense to any color that you like. So if you want a different color, it doesn't really matter. It's just going to work regardless. So we're going to make some twigs. I'm going to go and personally use my favorite colors and the ones I like to use, which are light blue and blue. So I'm going to grab some petals here. And then this will also allow us to connect things up a little bit better, a little bit quicker, and all that good stuff. So let's see. There we go. Light blue. And you can also change which ones go where, if you really, really want to. I think I kind of like mine a little bit better like this. Plus, there's always that little green one on there. So if we hold this in our hand, and we can just kind of hold right click and see. Well, those are now finished. There was mana sitting in here. If we right click on here, we can see just a sliver little bit of mana just in the left of the bar there. And we're just going to go ahead and do this one more time. So let's do 4 and 4. I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess what we can do is just throw them all on the ground right there. Yeah, kind of in the center. Looks like they'll all hit. And then if we hold on to this, we can see that green is basically the mana that is pulling from the flowers into the mana pool. And as long as this thing is not completely filled, then we're not, you know, bottlenecking ourselves. We're just making ourselves some mana now. So very nice. So I kind of have to babysit this just a little bit. Now the few things, there's a couple things that I would really prefer to have from this. And that is to kill you. Thank you. Basically, we can make some really neat things eventually. Like a catalyst, which allows us to get some amazing things. If we put this underneath a mana pool with mana in it, we can convert items. Oops, there's the recipe. The reason why we are not going to be doing this because I need brewing stands. Actually, I need 2 brewing stands. I did find villages. I don't think I found enough villages with brewing stands, though. Yeah, I don't think I had enough brewing stands. I thought I picked one up. Guess I didn't. Well, darn. So it's either that or get some blaze rods, but pretty much everything else we have. And if we right click on this and we click on mana infusion, there's 30 pages. So there is 30 times 3. There is 90 different crafts that we can use this for. Now, obviously some of them don't really make much sense, but if you ever need particular items, you can definitely go this way and get them. Say for instance, like a name tag, if you really want, a name tag. Botania's pretty much got you covered in this sense. A really nice trade in here. Some of them are, if you need like different saplings and stuff. If you want sweet berries, if you can't find those, lily pads. If you need leather, for instance, because you killed all your cows or something. There's quite a few amazing recipes in here. If I'm not mistaken, some of them like a gas tier to an ender pearl. I believe you can also get a gas tier from something else, maybe even ender pearl, I'm not sure. Slime is a good one. Now I'm not really going to be utilizing this probably that much. I think most of this other stuff I really already have at the moment, but let's grab a few things. Been trying to find more diamonds, and so far so good on finding a little bit more of that. Oh, come on, did y'all really have to in here? Get out of my courtyard. I know, people are going to be like, you should quit yelling at them. It's your fault for not lighting it up. I know, but it's atmospheric and it looks beautiful, alright? Leave me alone. I really enjoy that, alright? I'm very happy with my atmosphere that I have here in my courtyard. Thank you very much. I don't think anyone said anything yet. I was just saying, some people, they do that. They do that thing. So there we go. We got a decent amount of mana all ready to go. Making 8 of these Indo Flames definitely helps out in that sense. And let's go ahead and get started making some of the stuff that I want. So let's go ahead and add Botania here. One of the cool things that I thought would be really amazing is this guy. And this is literally for the courtyard itself. A vivid pasture seed. So all we need to do is get a little bit of grass. So let's take this guy. Let's just run outside real quick. Hey, look. My culprit number 1 right there. Now, I may not like this, and I'll probably have to, remove it if I don't like it, obviously. But we're going to try this out real quick and see how it runs. Now, I might need more than one than, of this. But I thought maybe a different colored grass might be kind of interesting. That it might look kind of cool. I did try a few things, and I was not a big fan of it, really. So I decided this is one of the reasons why I'd like to get into Botania. Plus, there's some other stuff I really want to do. I'm trying to decide what I'm trying to do here. Give me some stupid planks. Gosh darn it. I just need to cook up some cactus real quick. You'll notice that there is grass over here and there's grass in that chest. This is a completely different grass. This is from the Origins biome, and it's very green. It's very bright. I don't mind it a little bit at times, but in my courtyard, it is so bright. It is insanely bright. So I decided against using that for the time being and thought maybe let's try going towards Botania and see. The heck is this? Oh. That was something Oh, he's on the roof. That is something I was not used to. That kind of threw me off a little bit. Alright. Craft these two guys together. You take this. He's up there in that little room, by the way. You take this and right-click it on your grass and watch the magic happen. Check it out. Watch. Now, I think it has a limit on how far it goes, but I guess that is about it. As far as color, honestly, I kind of like it. Actually, kind of like that. I think that will look pretty good in here. That's a nice green. That's a very... What? Oh, what? Get out of here. That guy's just staring me down with his fancy looking bow, too. Look at him go. So, yeah, making a few more of those wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I guess what we can do real fast is grab a little bit of the cactus. Maybe get a little bit of coal. That's probably more. It's more than what we need. I'm just going to go ahead and do those up real fast. And we might go ahead and try to do that. Put those down real quick. Just a few more pieces of grass. Not a big deal. I have tried to clean things up a little bit out here. I moved a few of our farms as well around the area. How much is that? 15? That's more than enough. Went and moved a few of our farms around and put all of our hemp, instead of being all the way over there, right here next to the water, I put it all the way out there so that way it's a little bit easier to grab. I don't have to jump in the water, which is the other reason why I moved the sugar cane, etc., etc., etc. Okay, let's do this. I'm just going to do 12. All right, there we go. And we still have a decent amount of mana. It seems like mana lasts a lot longer than what I remember. But it might be also because these hold maybe a lot more than I also think they do. So, yeah. While this finishes up, which I think might take... You know what? Let's just do the 6. We'll do half real quick and see how far we can get with just this. But I think this is a really nice idea. Let's just do this little area. Boom! Spread, my little friend, spread! And I think we can pick this up eventually. I don't know if this will actually spread like to regular dirt at all. This actually used to do a lot more, if I remember correctly. Alright, we're just going to do that. Yeah, I like that green for in here. That is a very nice green. I think this will be perfect. So I'll work on that a little bit between episodes. That's just one of the things that I really wanted to jump into. Botania has a lot of other very useful items. One of them being a magnet. And I love magnets. More than I probably should. So let's go ahead and type in magnet. And let's see what we need to do. So we're going to need some mana steel. Now, thankfully, we already have a little bit of mana steel. I'm also going to need some glass panes. Just preemptively, because I already know pretty much what I need. I just didn't grab it yet. Mana steel is something we do have already, because we found some sitting in some of the chests and loot places that we have explored around and found throughout our travels and all that stuff. Just basically just little bits of adventuring here and there. So just me doing this is very nice. Boop. Eventually I'll stop using coal coke. I still have more than this, by the way. This is just a little bit of the coal coke we currently have, so I'm not too worried about using it right now. So there we go. Make ourselves the mana lens, gold and iron to make that one, and then a little bit more mana steel to make the last piece. And to make mana steel, if you're wondering, you need mana and iron. Just throw it in like so, and you'll have yourself a ring of magnetization. What happened there? How much did I throw down? Well, that one's not working. Well, that's fine. I'm just going to leave it as is. So, if we look at this, hold shift, press G to open the accessory menu. Oh, that's interesting. Cool. There we go. Has made the advancement Inner Arts. Oh, I love it. I love it. Let's go ahead and take a look. Give it a second. Yeah. I like that. I also like the fact that it's not instant right away. There is another magnet in this, by the way. There's this, but this is for the shield, if you're wondering. There was a magnet, I thought, with the mod artifacts. This guy right here, Universal Attractor. Attracts nearby items. Now, you can't craft it. I'm assuming you have to find it. So, can't really do anything else that I know of until you manage to maybe find or get one of those. So, if you hold shift, it will also keep items from attracting towards you. So, just hold shift if you don't want anything around you, and then just like, you know, get away or whatever. But this is so useful. There's also a sash. I think a Sojourner sash would be kind of nice to have. A lot of people really like this. Gives you a step assist and speeds you up, and I think a little bit more jump. But in order for us to get this, we would need a Rune of Earth and a Rune of Air. These things are not super rough to do, but I did not know there was a Planet Strider sash. That sounds very interesting and intriguing. I've never used that one. I can only imagine how good that one is. Now, I've used the Globetrotter sash, and it is definitely very nice. At Botania, was there another item? I kind of feel like there was another item I wanted. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. Oh, and then you also have these wonderful things right here, like all of these. I always love the Eerie Mask from Majora's Mask. I love using this. You can actually use these on your character. I do like those a lot. Don't quite think that's what I was really looking for, though. I think it was definitely the ring. I thought there was like one other thing that would be nice. The Black Hole Talisman would be nice, but we can't get that anytime soon. That takes items, and it's basically like void in your inventory, which is very nice. Living with Slingshot? Oh, there's a few things in here I'm gonna have to try out, it looks like. Alright, well, I am running a little over on time, but a nice introduction to Botania today. Some of the things I wanted to get done, very nice. We can start working on getting a little bit of this done, and if I ever do any of this, like maybe on stream, I will definitely show you guys what I worked on here on YouTube as well. That being one of the main things, so I can kind of push myself along and show you guys that. There's also, I do want to point out, different versions of those. There is dry versions. There's a golden, the vivid that I used, scorched, infused, and mutated grass. So all of these have their own respective pasture seed. As you'll see here, there's the normal, the dry taking a dead bush, golden for wheat. There's the vivid, scorched blaze powder, prismarine shard for the infused, which also I like that one also. And then spider eyes for the mutated. So if you want different colored grass, kind of like that, then there you go. But for me today, that's probably more than enough time that I can allocate to this episode. So thank you guys for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys back in the next episode. Until then, goodbye.